We have won against ISIS. We've beaten them, and we've beaten them badly.
The caliphate has crumbled, and ISIS has been defeated.
I would hope the president would look long and hard of where he's headed in Syria.
Attack today in Syria, northern Syria, the town of Manbij. 4 Americans killed, 2 service members and 2 civilian contractors, 2 civilians. And a lot of talk about Syria policy in the wake of this. Meeting with senators at the White House. One of them, Rand Paul, who released this statement from the White House after his meeting. I've never been prouder of President Donald Trump. In today's meeting, he stood up for a strong America and steadfastly opposed foreign wars. Putting America first means declaring victory in Afghanistan and Syria. President Trump is delivering on his promises. Let's discuss all of this tonight with Waleed Faris, Fox News national security and foreign affairs analyst. Waleed, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You heard Senator Graham today, saying that because of the announcement of the withdrawal of troops, that was an enthusiasm, a spark, he thought, for our enemies, as we saw in Iraq after President Obama. Do you buy that?
I do buy that, but I add more, Brett. That's exactly what ISIS would do once they realize that we are about to decide. That's to convince us to withdraw faster. But that's also, there's a game between Turkey and the Kurds, and that's where the real game is. Turkey has a security plan that they want to apply moving inside Kurdish areas. That's not exactly what we want to see. We would like to see a separation between the Kurds and the Turks. And what's happening right now is that ISIS understands and is trying to spread chaos.
Now, this president should get credit for the campaign against ISIS from 2017 till now and all of the restriction of territory that they covered. But there has been an operation over the last 2 weeks to take out that remaining ISIS part. The president tweeting out spoke with President Erdogan of Turkey to advise where we stand on all matters, including our last 2 weeks of success in fighting the remnants of ISIS and 20-mile safe zone. Also spoke about economic development between the U.S. and Turkey, great potential to substantially expand. Is there confidence that Turkey is not going to move in and wipe out the Kurds?
They're not shy about it. I mean, Ankara, the leadership, the government, are saying very clearly they consider our allies, the SDF, as terrorists. So they want to move in, dismantle those militias, create that security zone, bring in their own militias close to the Muslim Brotherhood, and that way they will defend themselves. But that means that they will be at war with the Kurds for a long period of time, and we are not even present there. And that could even be a danger for themselves because Kurds have networks inside Turkey. So the ideal situation is to separate both forces.
Some allies, last thing here, are concerned about the almost 800 foreign fighters who have been captured in Syria being held by Syrian defense forces, overlooked by U.S. troops. And if U.S. troops leave, that all of those foreign fighters will somehow be let go into the wind.
That's seriously a big problem, and my sources inside the Kurdish areas have told me as of today that they are considering 2 things. Number one, connecting with the regime in Damascus, having their army, Assad army, and the Iranians deploy across the border with Turkey. That wouldn't be to our advantage, not to our advantage. And number 2, that these prisoners will be given to the Syrians, not to us.
A lot of questions going forward.
Absolutely.
Waleed, as always, thank you.